So here I am at the Akamba Cultural Centre, the museum.
This is the only museum of its kind collecting artifacts of Akamba beach. This is to record the bride price. So you can see this denotes goats. When you turn it this way, it denotes cows here. Then we have these skirts for the women. So the big one is for the, let's call it, for behind, for the buttocks. It's called Getilo. And the small one is for the front. It's called Getemo.
Habari? Kalamba iko wapi? Kalamba? Eh. Now this fantastic ride has been made possible by none other than Bingwa App. Bingwa App is a digital platform that enables homeowners to get linked to service providers, and these are majorly technical services. Now, have you moved to a new place, or are you moving to a new place? Would you like a technician to come and check your appliances, or probably change your house design? You want to do renovation, some maintenance services of all kinds in construction services, then Bingo App is your platform. Now, there are also other industries, but before I speak about the other industries, let me talk about construction. Now, being that this is their biggest forte, now on Bingo App, you can get all kind of services in the construction industry. And this involves plumbing, masonry, carpentry work, HVAC services, electricals. All these services are available. Who do you want to come and work for you or rather service you? So try it out. Put a link in the description.
Yeah.
So before I leave Akamba Cultural Centre, I have one more thing that I need to do, and that is visit the museum, see some Kamba artillery, culture stuff, and be able to assimilate and understand where the Kamba people come from and all that, and their history, their culture, their tradition, and all those things. So yes, here I am. I'll go in and then we'll have an interview. And then we'll have an interview to showcase what's happening in there. Come with me, let's go. So here is the museum. Nitoe viatu?
No. Nilikuwa nataka hii kodi.
So here I am at the Kamba Cultural Centre, the museum. So I have my host. I let him introduce himself.
Thank you and welcome to the Akamba Cultural Centre and Museum. This is the only museum of its kind collecting artifacts of the Akamba people of Makueni, Machakos, and Kitui. We are in Makueni County, Emali, Mulala Ward in Ovelesiane Village. We are 7 kilometers from Emali, and Emali is on the Nairobi-Mombasa Road. So welcome to the Akamba Cultural Centre and Museum. So here we are beginning with a display of drums. And these drums are the first ones because the Kamba people are very musical. They love music. We all know that, and that's why we gave drums the first chance. Then here we have stools. We know that the Kambas were very good in carving. So the main item for carving is ngomo, or adze in English. So this gomo is the one that is used for carving. It is finished here with the rhino skin. That's why nowadays they no longer make them, because hunting rhinos, of course, we know it's illegal. Then we have the Kamba way of keeping records. This is called keka. I think we are the only people with this type of stick anywhere in the world. And it's used to record property, especially during marriage. This is to record the bride price. So you can see this denotes goats. When you turn it this way, it denotes cows here. And there's one particular bull that is normally given to the parents of the girl. But this one is not for the parents. It is to be given and eaten by the clan. It's called Nzaui Mountain. And Molio is a form of insurance by the Akamba people, so that in case anything happens to this lady where she's married, that she's sent back to her family in divorce, then it is the clan that will be able to gather all the dowry and then assist the father to repay. The Akamba, as you can see there, were very good in this is the defense heritage of the Kamba people. Were very good in hunting. The bows and arrows were for hunting and defending the family. So the first one, there is a quiver made of elephant skin. It's very small. This one was specifically for carrying poisoned arrows. And the arrow poison of the Kamba people, the Evai, has no known antidote. So once you are shot with a poisoned arrow, you die.
For this arrow,
yes,
I see it's
it is made differently.
The arrow is different. But that is now to ensure it doesn't kill.
It doesn't get into the body. That's why it has a blunt, the end is very blunt, and then the arrowhead is very small and it's carved. So it cannot get in. It's a bit of science so that the arrow does not get in the body. And then it has a stopper, something to stop it from going beyond where it is intended. So you can see here, we have the first gourd, the big one is called keme, for preparation of kalovu, the drink, the wine of the Akamba people. The second gourd is called kitete. It's used for fetching water. Another particular one is called the munyolo. This one can be used to store, to carry porridge on a journey. Can also be used to carry water and as a storage for seeds. As we can see here, we've stored this one since 2018 when we opened. Then we come to beekeeping. The Kambas are known and were known and are still known for beekeeping. So that's a traditional hive. That type that you hang from a tree is called Moto wa Nzozio. Now there's another type that you don't hang and place in between branches of trees. It's called Moto wa Ndumbe. Down here, we have honey drums. These ones are very old. They are more than, some of them are 200 years old. Then we come to ironwork and clothing. The first one made of skin, called Nzaui. This is fashioned when a child is born so that it can be used to carry them. It's made of skin, so the child gets in here and then you strap this one on your waist. Then we have a handbag. We call them nguzu. In Kamba, it was mandatory. Then we have these skirts for the women. So the big one is for the, let's call it, for behind, for the buttocks. It's called ketilo. And the small one is for the front. It's called ketemu. And it serves the purpose of communicating in marriage. When a lady was since it used to be in the front, when a lady was not ready for sex, it would be moved, it would block. When she was ready, she would push it to one side, and so the husband would grab that communication. Then we had ropes made from skins. Now, when you look at this, the Akamba people were good in smelting iron, and we could make all these implements from iron scooped from our rivers. We are not talking of metals when the white man came. Before he came, we knew how to smelt iron and to make implements and to make weapons. It's quite unfortunate during the colonial times, all those people who had this technology were arrested and their fingers were chopped so that they would never make anything like this again. So we lost a skill courtesy to the colonial masters. So the Akamba had spears. The Kamba spear is very big, as you can see. We could also make handheld chisels. This is for making beehives and for making mortar and pestle. It's called via, and it's a handheld chisel. Then we have yembe yake toneo, also made by the Kamba. Then we have moa moleka. This is for harvesting sweet potatoes and cassavas. All these are replicas of the same. Then we had the kikuni. This is for thrashing sisal to produce the sisal strings as we use them for basket making. Pottery was also an important craft.
Before you go to pottery,
Yes, please.
how are they getting the iron?
When it rains, water, because iron is denser, there was a tendency of iron to pile up on the sides of the river, on top of the sand. That is where they would scoop and they sort it out and then smelt it. So it's not that they went digging looking for it. They would scoop the iron from the river banks. Just that.
Is it that black residue?
Yes, that black thing is iron.
Oh, really?
That is iron, my friend. So if you want to start your own smelting company, you can work on that. Okay. Pottery was important, and pots could be used for different activities at home. But before anyone could make a pot, they would make a sample, 3 samples, and submit those samples to the elders. Then the elders would test them for 6 months. Then they would give a go-ahead for you to produce now and sell. If you look at this pot, for example, it has got a mark. That mark means that pot is made by somebody from a place called Yandia. Yandia is a confluence of Muone and the Kiku rivers. We have also kept these ancient technologies so that the young would know. We have typewriters. We have ancient gramophones. This was for dynastic families because it has a gramophone and a radio. the massive speakers. These were the very original phones made by the Bell Telephone Company. I think this is made from that company. Oh, that sticker is gone. But with this one, you generated power, then you would call. This type of TVs with a Sitomac, they are gone together with this technology of VHS. This one is a Kemangu Volume 1. It was released in a VHS. So we've many cassettes here. Then we have also these other cassettes. You remember them? This technology is becoming obsolete. The one where you would rewind with a biro pen. So, and then there are some musical instruments from different countries. The first two are from Ethiopia. The third one is called Iningri, is from Rwanda. And then the fourth one is the Kamba one called Mbebe. This was a coffee serving tray from Ethiopia. It's that I collect many things in the countries that I travel in. So we can come outside, you see what we have here. We'll start with the Keinga. So Keinga was grain storage, we can call it a basket. And this basket could store food for upwards of 5 years. Once the grain was put in, it would be sealed with cow dung. And to make the grain insect repellent, it would be mixed with ash and pepper and now sealed with cow dung. That food had the ability to remain there for 5 years without being spoiled, without no use of any other pesticide. When you want to remove anything, any food, you would cut a slit down here, take the match you want, and then seal it again with cow dung. And that way, you were good to go. Great. Now we come to the traditional house. It's called Kisuku. Karibu sana.
Wow.
So this is it, and this is how it was set. As you can see, this is the bed. Used to be called itava. And basically, this is the technique, covered by animal skin. And just in this round house, this is where the man and the wife would sleep. The children would sleep on that side. And then there is the center post called Ketuesha Eta. This is where the family, the owner of the family, the man of the family would hang his bow and the arrows for the purposes of hunting and for defense. Now the fire, the smoke that came from the cooking fire would be used to cure meat and also to preserve maize seeds. That meant that the seeds were preserved, you could not eat them, and weevils could not attack them. And near you is the water pot. Water would be stored in pots, and the pot for storing water was made to be semi-permeable, in that when you store water, it would be leaking a bit of it so that the rest of the water inside remains cold. Any questions?
So the visitors would lie down?
Yeah, on the floor.
Okay.
Yep. And also the children.
Interesting.
Yep. But when they grow up, the girls would go behind and the boys would build near the gate.
Okay.
To defend the family.
Now, if the parents slept there and the children here, there weren't curtains?
No, there is a division here that is missing, made of the same sticks.
Okay.
So that they would get in and they would not be visible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are working on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, who used to build the houses?
The men would build houses, women would do the thatching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why that separation?
Because it was a duty of the man of the house to build a family home. Yeah, just as we see in many animals,
but the women were the ones who were skilled in thatching.
Okay.
And they're the ones who would organize other women to join them for the thatching activity.
These other houses don't have ventilation.
Yes.
How do they manage the smoke?
Grass, smoke will always come out.
Okay.
Smoke will come out, water will not get in.
Yes.
Number two, where we have put these blocks,
Yes.
this would be open.
Okay.
This would be open, and they would put some thorn branches so that insects and other animals don't get in.
Okay.
So there used to be ventilation all over. It's like an umbrella of sort.
Okay.
Bring your hand, you feel the temperature?
Oh, very cold.
Yes.
Extremely cold.
Yes, I told you there is a skill.
Fantastic.
Asante sana.
I am schooled.
Yeah.
That is a very interesting culture. A lot I didn't know about.
Yeah.
I woke up to the soft quiet of a chilled Emali morning, the kind that instantly resets your soul. Made myself a simple breakfast, sat back and just soaked in the sunrise as it slowly painted the sky gold. What a pure peace. After breaking camp, I headed into the museum at the Akamba Cultural Centre. And honestly, what an experience. I got to dive deep into the rich history and traditions of the Kamba community. And my host, absolutely incredible. Generous with stories, culture, and wisdom. Everything was to detail. Somewhere in our long, eye-opening conversation, he suggested I visit something truly special, the very first Africa inland church in the world, where it all started. And as an AIC member myself, that hit home. That recommendation instantly became a mission. So I left the cultural center, not just informed, but inspired, riding out with a full heart, new knowledge, and a load of anticipation for the journey ahead.
Habari? Kalamba iko wapi? Kalamba? Okay, sawa. Asante. We have a fire assembly in the middle of the market. Interesting. Habari? Hii mlima inaitwaje? Nzaui. Sawa. Asante. Nzaui. Okay.
Leaving the campsite, I was fully convinced I was about to enjoy a smooth, sweet ride, because the stretch between Emali and Ukia is supposed to be beautifully tarmacked, right? A scenic highway framed by the rolling uplands of Nzaui and Matiliko. That's what I had in mind. But why? Shock on me. The moment I hit the road, boom, straight into a battlefield of corrugations. The kind of earth road that makes your bike vibrate until you start questioning all your life choices. I had to cap my speed at 60 kilometers per hour. Otherwise, my teeth would have filed themselves down. And honestly, this road has been promised a facelift for over a decade. You know those classic pledges that keep getting recycled every election cycle? Yeah, this is Exhibit A. Anyway, we move because adventure haichokangi. Just before Kalamba, the scenery shifts quite dramatically. Suddenly the mountains rise, bold and ancient, and then my eyes land on one masterpiece of nature, this giant rock formation, towering above everything else. For a moment, you can't tell whether it's a mountain made of rock or a rock pretending to be a mountain. That is Nzaui Mountain, majestic, mysterious, and timeless, a sight to behold.
So here I am. I did a stop as I was capturing the Nzaui Hill, and I swapped my camera batteries. At that point, I didn't remember to swap my. Okay, I swapped my battery, but I didn't. I forgot to switch on my camera. So, so there's a sketch. There's a section that I've not recorded, and so I hope I'll recover that as I turn back.